Hypothermia. I'm excited for this one. So on the Everglades Challenge, I need to have a hypothermia kit. And when I first built this kit, it was really small. It was just in a Ziploc bag. And I was like, this'll do. And then I thought about it. I was like, that's probably not really gonna work. If I actually get hypothermic, what's in my little Ziploc bag isn't gonna do it. So today I'm gonna go over this very large hypothermia kit, and I think this is what I need. And then we're gonna test it out by going for a little swim, little polar plunge, and seeing if it works. All right, so you can see that I'm barefoot as always, but so in this kit, we have a shell, and this is just a windbreaker, like a sports windbreaker. I have puffy pants. I have a puffy jacket. I have some wool socks. And then I have what's in the Ziploc bag. I'll go over this in just a second. And then I also have a couple heat wraps. So like the ones that are activated by air, just to help my body while it's struggling. So the space blanket, which just about everybody has. The book of matches, waterproof. This is a life poncho. It's a mylar blanket, just like the blanket that's in that, but it's you wear it, so you don't have to wrap it around you and hold it. And then this is just a little like temporary fire. And just light the wicks. And this is just like to warm up my hands and give me some comfort if it's dark at night. But I'm gonna pack all of this stuff back up, and I don't want any like real assistance. And I'm not gonna wear a lot of clothes either. I'm just gonna wear my swim shirt and my swim shorts. That's pretty much what I'll be wearing most of the time when I'm on the Everglades Challenge anyway, so. All right, so I have this repackaged, and this will stay closed on my kayak until I absolutely need it. So the puffy jacket in there, the puffy pants, those aren't for when I get cold, those are for when I get hypothermic. When I'm pulling this kit out, there's a real issue, and everything's gonna stay in here on its own. All right, and before I get started, I do want to do a quick little disclaimer that don't try this at home. I'm putting myself in a dangerous situation, and this is for educational purposes only. This isn't for something to mimic. So, all right, well, with that being said, let's go for a swim. All right, well, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm also not looking forward to it. Hypothermia will set in 10 to 15 minutes, upwards of 30 minutes, depending on the temperature, but being 30 and windy, well 38 and windy, this won't take long to get hypothermic for sure. I'm not gonna go too deep. That's probably it. Okay, yeah, I'm already shaking, so that's good. But I'm gonna let my body get like more frigid. Okay. Okay, so the damage is done. Now I'm wet, and there's not a lot to keep me warm now. So hypothermia doesn't set in until your body gets down to 95 degrees, and the indication of that is the constant shaking. So I know I'm not there yet, so I'm not going to open my hypothermia kit. I'm going to let my body drop its core temperature even just a little bit more. That wind blowing is so cold. right, but one thing that I don't want to do is try and warm myself up just yet. So, actually, no. All right, so when my core temperature drops and I get the uncontrollable shakes and I reach for my hypothermia kit, I am gonna have to change. I'm gonna do that in my little carport area, just so I'm not naked out here for my neighbors to see. But so I'll do that really fast, as quickly as I can. I won't be going inside the house or anything. I won't be escaping this 38-degree weather. I'll just be getting a little bit of privacy. So I actually feel, whew, that wind. I was getting ready to say I don't feel too bad, but all right, I'm going to step out into the wind just a little bit more here. All right, so I've been out of the water for about 5 minutes now, and I'm still not going to call myself hypothermic just yet. I'm shaking, but I feel like if I did some jumping jacks, I'll be fine. So, and I don't want that. I want to be even colder than this. I can feel it going from my feet, like radiating up my body. So starting at my limbs, all my blood is starting to like go to my core. But I still have pretty good dexterity with my fingers, so I haven't lost that yet. So I want to get to where my motor skills are breaking down and like my thought is breaking down. I'm not too far from it. All right, I can see the color leaving my feet. I'll show you. So you can see they're starting to get pinkish and white. And that's from that blood. That's from the blood coming out and going to the core. Like, it's really trying to keep my internal organs, the important stuff, my brain, keep all that stuff working. So I just opened my phone. I was going to text my dad, tell him to get coffee ready. We do coffee almost every morning, and I couldn't hit the buttons. My hands are shaking, but I told him to get coffee ready. I'll be there in about a half an hour or so. So I'm shaking. It's not, I mean, it's kind of uncontrollable, but I just don't feel like I'm in an emergency situation just yet. So I can go in a few more minutes. Okay, so my feet are starting to hurt and my fingers are starting to hurt. So I'm to that point now to where it's like I'm in a dangerous spot now. If I continue to stay like this, I could have an issue. So I'm gonna go ahead and open my hypothermia kit and get everything out, and then I'm gonna change as fast as I can, just out of sight, and then we'll get the space blanket out and the life poncho and see how those things work on warming my body up. So, but I'm not gonna rush it. I just want to do it as oh my god. Okay. Yeah. And I really have this this windbreaker. I have this as just the like kind of trap that heat, and then plus today it's windy, just to block that from blowing the heat out of my puffy jacket that I have. And I go barefoot all the time, but putting these wool socks on is sounding really good right now. All right, just to get this stuff out of here. And I know these are going to take a minute to warm up, so I'm going to go ahead and open these and shake them. Let's see the tab. Right. So I don't have to do anything but hold it. I'll just shake it. Yeah, 38 degrees in Florida. Up north in the Panhandle, they got 8 inches of snow. It's pretty crazy. There's a blizzard warning in Florida right now. It's that wind. Just sucks it out of me. So, that's the drone beeping. So, all right, it's starting to get me now. I know a lot of people use hot hands, the shakers for your pockets, or the hot feet, so you put them in your feet, in your shoes. These are the ones that go on your back for comfort. Oh, like for the muscle relaxers. Okay. So I'll show you these real quick before I put them on. So just the down-filled puffy pants, and the same with the jacket. All right, yeah, so I'm getting to where my fingers aren't working as well as they should. All right, in my puffy jacket. All right, I'm gonna go do a quick change. So, time leap, I'll be right back. All right, so that took me probably about less than a minute. Holy. Okay, these wool socks on. I think that's going to make a big difference. The ground's wet. It's been raining all night. Oh. Yeah, my knees aren't bending. Okay, now really want to try this. I have 2 of them, so I don't have to get this back into this package like it is, but all right, well, it looks pretty nice. It's huge. All right. All right, so this covers me pretty good. Oh man, I don't know. I was gonna say I felt warmer, but I don't think I did. I'm gonna put these in my jacket on the inside. These will help warm my core. And all right. So now I want to get that fire warmed up, started, so I can get my hands warm. And I had a lighter in my kit, but I decided against the lighter because I knew that my hands weren't going to work very well, and that using matches would be better if I get them out. Oh. All right. Yeah, see, that's much easier than... But I've used one of these before on another hiking trip, and it does take a few minutes to get going, but once it goes, it does produce pretty good flames and heat. Can you see my breath? My core temperature's heating up enough to see my breath. That's good. The uncontrollable shaking has stopped. My feet are probably the worst right now. The coldest of everything. The fire, definitely nice. Yeah, so honestly, I really don't feel that bad right now. Like, I feel like I can definitely survive. And I'll also have all my gear with me. So at this point of the recovery, what I would want to do is start setting up on my cot, my tent, get my sleeping bag out. And once I have my sleeping bag and I get inside of that, it's rated to 25 degrees. It's a 25 degree bag. And I also have, with the 25 degree bag, I have a bivy sack, which is supposed to help another 10 degrees. So really a 15 degree bag. And I think I would be fine, you know, until the sun comes up or till it gets warmer. So anyway, that was a pretty fun test of my gear. I was nervous about it. I wasn't sure how my body was going to react, and I feel like I maybe could have gotten a little more hypothermic. I don't think I was like at that true 95 degree body temperature, but I was there enough to where I was shaking pretty bad and definitely uncomfortable and hard to use my hands. So, but thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. I definitely have confidence in this kit because I know that when I need it here in Florida, I'm not going to be in this situation. I'm not going to be in 30 degree weather and everything's cold and wet and the air is very humid, and I just don't feel like I'll be swimming in 38 degree water. So like, this is kind of an extreme for my area. Now if you're up north and you're in colder weather, you know, it might not be as effective, but I'm definitely confident that I'll be able to at least survive and not die out there. So thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.